Kris Krohn here today with Limitless TV, and we are talking about the four-letter word love, right? Man, this word can be so complicated. It can be used for so much good, and it can also be used to wreak havoc. And too many of us are using this in a sabotaging way, not against others, but against ourselves. So today we're going to talk about what do you do to feel the love. How do you love yourself when you just don't know how? You know, I remember when I was in elementary school, I felt like I was picked on a lot. I mean, my mom dressed me. I didn't really have much fashion awareness, to say the least. And I'll never forget being in 5th grade and having Matt Miner, who was boyfriend of the girl I liked, write me a fake love letter. And all of a sudden, he passed me this letter. I opened it up and I started reading it. And as I read it, it was from this girl that I liked, and Ashley was gushing on how she liked me and wanted to hang out with me, until I looked over the crop of the letter and noticed that Matt and his buddies and Ashley, the girl I liked, were all laughing. You know, it's amazing that there are these moments that we have in life where we guess whether we are lovable, and we guess whether we're worthy, and we guess whether we're worth it. And often a lot of our life experiences can easily point to this idea that we're not enough, and that we're not lovable, and that we're not special. I think that was one of the things that I really grabbed onto in my childhood. Was I really questioned my value. And I would do that by saying, I'm not special. I'm nothing special. People don't love me. People don't want me. People don't want to be around me. Now, if you got kids, then you've heard this language before. And this is where a lot of it comes from, because you make these decisions early on in childhood, and guess how long they stay with you? Yep, forever. There's no point in adulthood where we pause naturally and say, I've reached a level of maturity. I'm going to evaluate the thoughts of my childhood. So the strange thing is, you might not be feeling loved, and you might be wondering how, and yet here's the really strange thing. You're still hearkening to ideas from probably elementary school or junior high or childhood, when for many of us, most of us, there was lots of love available to us. But we get what we focus on. And if we focus on not feeling loved, or if we've said that phrase and we repeat that phrase, then we find ourselves feeling unloved, and it's incredibly dangerous. People will end their lives over this incredibly dangerous thought. So the question is, how do you love yourself? You know, there's this man that lived 2,000 years ago. And he gave these 2 great commandments that were supposed to replace an old law. And he said, the first, love God with all your heart. And the second one is to love everybody else like yourself. Meaning you're part of one of the 2 great commandments if you come from a space of Christendom. In fact, all religions where we universally really beautifully come together is in this conversation of love. And so love for self, this is a commandment. And if you're wondering how to do it, you might be a little bit out of practice if you spend a lot of your life in a space of not loving yourself. And yet right here in this moment, do you want to know what's going to change for you? It starts by giving yourself permission to love yourself. In fact, I want to invite you to write some things down right now, and pause the video if you have to make sure that you get all of these thoughts verbatim. Write these down. I love myself. I'm thankful for my life. I'm special. I matter. I'm precious. I'm priceless. I'm enough. I love being me. I accept me. Now, if you've been struggling with loving yourself, then these are words that likely make you want to retch a little bit because they feel so uncomfortable. I know, because every month at my 3-day Limitless events, we do these incredible breakthroughs, and I know by experience personally and with others how uncomfortable it can be. And the reality is, we have to start by putting our faith and hope and dreams into what we want before we can even expect evidence. Because evidence is always going to come after the trial of faith. So I'm going to invite you to take those statements that you wrote down, and this is the first advice that I want to give you. I want you to recite them morning and night. I want you to meditate on them. And instead of repeating them until you believe them, do it the other way. Choose by choice. You don't need a better reason than what I just gave you. Believe them, speak them, and feel them. And you'll start noticing your world changing dramatically, because you only have the ability to love others to the extent that you can love yourself. All the time, I meet the mommies out there taking care of the babies, sacrifice for their children, putting nothing in them. Well, I want you to know something. For those of you out there that do this with friends, children, or anyone else, is that you may have allowed yourself to believe your own delusion that you're doing some great work by serving and loving others. And the reality is, it's just as hollow if you can't feel it yourself. The extent to which you love yourself is the extent to which you can love others. So if you really want to make a difference in the world, if you want to help other people, if you want to uplift other people, then you need to start with you. It's just like being on the plane and the oxygen mask come down and they say, don't put the oxygen mask on your kid. Put it first on the person that if they pass out, they won't be able to get it to the kid or be able to revive or help the kid. In other words, it's so important for you to choose into feeling love because it alters the rest of our relationship with you. I'm going to invite you to hang out right now and do a little process with me. If you can, and you're in a place where you can close your eyes and take a deep breath in and get yourself grounded, do so now. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. And take one more of those in through the nose, but this time fill up all your lung capacity. Hold it for a second and exhale. What's the first memory that comes up for you when you have this thought that you're not lovable? And let something come up. It might be a memory from childhood, might be a memory from grade school, might be a memory from home life. Maybe it was a messy breakup. In that moment, that memory that's come up for you, what did you decide about yourself? Every one of us makes decisions about ourselves from the unfortunate experiences of life when circumstances don't go our way. And we get these memories, and these memories become our guiding stars of how to do life. Only problem is that when we take a rotten memory, a negative memory, and then we take home the wrong message, whatever message you got from it, that's kind of one of your rule book items sticking out there that's leading your life. And I want to ask you right now, is this idea, is it serving you? No, it's not. That's why you're watching the video in the first place. It's what's the backup and evidence to this idea that you're not lovable, that you're not worthy of love, that you can't have love, be loved. You're not special. And now's the time to question that. Do you really want that moment? Do you really want that memory to be your guiding star for the rest of your life? It was probably so long ago. Do you really want that? Do you really want to take advice from a 5-year-old, a 13-year-old, or someone in a messy spot? No, that's who you got running around and between your ears on your board of directors whispering, you're not lovable, you're not lovable. Do you remember that one thing that happened? Well, now you got it. You got the memory. And now you're looking at it and I'm asking, is it serving you anymore? If it's not, it's time for a new choice. And at this point, you can fill in the blank with whatever you want. But you might want to start with, I am precious. I'm lovable. I love me. I show up for me. I accept myself. And notice that these beliefs, they're not about others accept me, others love me, everyone likes me. I can't control other people. This is about your relationship with you. And it's time to make good choices so that you can start showing up for you. Because I get it. You and I, we and the rest of this world, we have experiences, all of them different, that weigh on us negatively because we take home the wrong message. Now you've got the right message. And as you've written it down, I want to invite you to play with this and let this idea written on this piece of paper and this memory in this moment in this video, let this be a new guiding star for you because I've spoken truth about you because the truth is you are precious. You are worthy of love and you can love yourself. So start putting energy into this idea today as opposed to the old memory, old thought, old idea that is not serving you anymore. If you search for this video, this is one of the most important things that you can be learning about, and I have a special gift for you. Every month we put on a special 3-day event called Limitless, and this is for you. This is a place that if you're watching this video and thinking, wow, I really know how to beat myself up. I really know how to think second-class citizen rate thinking. I don't really know how to value myself. I don't feel that priceless energy and love. Then I'm going to pay for your ticket. I want you to come out and be a guest at my event for 3 days. It's a $499 event. I'm going to cover and scholarship that over to you. Click the link below, learn more. And you know what? If you're new to watching our channel, then I'm going to invite you to hit that subscribe button so that you can see some more of the other videos that we've got made just for you.